Welcome to another Vibrant Lady Talk series. Today on the Vibrant Lady Talk series, we will be talking about the waiting period. Are you on the waiting period? What exactly are you waiting for? Have you seen solutions? Well, if you have not, I have someone who has gone through a waiting period and at the end of the day became successful, or let's say he had the fruits he was looking for. So I'm sure that by the end of this conversation, you will definitely get something that will help you to heal up. Well, today on the waiting period, I have a specialist, a media consultant, Kingsley Dampatrick, in the studio. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. I'm excellent. I'm great.
Okay, so what does it feel like to be on the waiting period?
Okay, so like I said, when you sent me the topics, we're going to be talking about the waiting period. A million and one things cross my mind. If you say the waiting period, it could be absolutely anything. You could be waiting for admission into university. You could be waiting for a job.
Yeah.
You could be waiting for a life partner. You could be waiting for the fruit of the womb. It could be absolutely anything. It could be you're out of jobs and you're waiting for the next one. You know, and in my opinion, for every one of them, I think it's pretty much the same thing.
Yes. The same emotional trauma.
The same thing. It's the same thing. Because whether you like it or not, there is always that uncertainty. If we talk about university admissions, you scored the required cutoff point in JAMB, right? You've gone to write the post-UTME examination. You've seen your results. You passed, right? But let's not forget, there is a certain number that the university can admit. What if you do not
meet up to that?
Yeah, I mean, you know,
you would wait for another
150 people scored the required mark, but you can only admit 80. It means 70 people won't get admitted by that school.
Actually.
So at every step of the way, there is uncertainty. But I think if I want to bring it home to where I think you're going to.
Okay, because I was going to get
you're most likely talking about waiting for what they like to call the fruit of the womb.
The fruit of the womb, yeah.
Waiting to have a child. Now that one is tricky in its own, because I would always say, if not properly handled, that's where a lot of marriages die. Now, when I say die, it doesn't end up with breaking up. See,
mental trauma.
Those two people may remain married for all their lives, but there's a part of that relationship that has died and may never be resurrected anymore. You know, that's the danger with waiting and having to wait for so long. You know, I was thinking about it this morning, and I say, and no matter how people want to come on social media and brag about how, oh, it doesn't matter our children and blah, 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 blah. You know, those fanciful things that especially women like to say. I don't think up to 1% of people who get married and say, you know, F it, we're not having children. They just enjoy our relationship.
But I've heard people say that, funny enough.
They're making noise.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I said, you see, there may be those, I want to use a term that may offend them.
Okay.
I don't mind. It's sadistic. Yeah, you have to be extremely sadistic to think, we're going to go into a relationship and we don't give a damn about having children. It's a warped thinking, because you might as well not have married.
Oh yeah. So you think that well, we are not trying to deviate, but do you think that the major reason for marriage is reproduction?
See. When God made Adam and Eve, He said, "Be fruitful, multiply."
And that's why some people are having baby mamas and having children.
I would even have baby mamas, than say, I am having sex and I am not interested in having children. If I'm not interested in having children, my brother, cut the thing, become an eunuch.
Oh.
Yeah. As long as you're having sex, as long as you're having unprotected sex, bro, sister, baby is going to cry at some point, unless there is something physiologically wrong with you.
Okay.
And that's what it is. I think it's as simple as that. Except for those who are much older, like, you know, maybe the man is 70 something and the woman is 60 something or 50 something, and, you know, the woman has hit menopause And I mean, we have those kind of couples.
Yeah.
Older people get married. I mean, they've been friends for a long time. Let's get married. Let's stay together. Yeah, companionship. But I don't think there is anybody who is viral who will marry and say, "I'm not interested in having children."
Okay. So
yeah. Go on.
So obviously the main interest is children. Point established. So you waited for.
I don't want to say the main interest is children.
No, one major.
But
it's
a vital part of the relationship. It is what it is.
I mean, without children, there is no. Is it procreation or what?
Yeah, that's. So
it's vital. We agree. Just that sometimes we shy away from these truths.
Yeah, because of social media trends and trying to look bold facing on social media.
Okay, so you had to wait for how long?
Okay, that's an interesting question. I tell you why. Because by my timeline, by my plan in here, I ought to have stopped having children by the time I was 30.
Because of how early you married?
No, that was my plan.
Okay.
I grew up in a family where our lives were planned.
Okay.
I was supposed to be a medical doctor of the family. But I'm not a medical doctor. So, each one of us, we had a profession we were being groomed for, So, according to the plan, graduated at 20, by 22.
You actually graduated at 20?
I'm coming.
Okay.
That also happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was supposed to graduate in the year, don't calculate my age. I was supposed to graduate in the year 2021. Okay. I was 20 at 2021. Also happened. We lost 1.5 years due to 2 strikes. And we're graduating in 2023. Then I finished. I'm doing clearance only for me to be told I had an extra year. You see how life happens. So I had to come back. Finally, I went to serve in 2005. At 2005, by my timeline, I was getting married at 24. But here I was going to serve at 24.
Okay.
Yeah. So, got back 2006, of course. And, the next phase was get a job, because my plan is get out of university, go serve, come back, do a master's. I mean, in my plan, it was 2 masters and a PhD.
Wow.
My father is still screaming, and I'm like, leave me alone. I know book, but let's focus on what's there. Yeah? Okay, do 2 masters. By the time I'm doing the first one, get married. Between 24 and 30, have 3 children.
Max.
Leave it alone at that. Then live the rest of life. But I'm 43 years and I have my first child just dropped on the 10th of January.
I'm not supposed to laugh, but...
No, but I mean, I laugh myself. So I think about it, right?
Yeah.
And I chuckle. They say that man proposes, God disposes. I say, no, it's not true. Man proposes, God sits there and says, let's do it.
And I'm happy we can actually laugh about this right now. Yeah.
Because I've gone through all the phases. I've gone through the emotional trauma. Let me share a little bit. You asked about the waiting stage. And like I said earlier, that's where many marriages die.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of children grow up in dysfunctional homes. Because something has died and the children didn't know. They were born into it. So sometimes you're watching your father and your mom, and you can see that it appears these people hate themselves. But then there are other times and these guys are so much in love. So you're wondering, how can people that love themselves so much hate themselves so much? You can see the flashes. Something broke. My dad would always say he wanted more children. We have 6.
And he wanted more.
He still believes somewhere that my mom did a procedure to stop having children.
Okay.
My mom has 4. We have 2 other siblings. So we're 6 children. My daddy said he wanted 10.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're 6 and we're like, are we not many enough? But man's angry somewhere. Yeah? And he doesn't have 10. Have they talked about it? I don't know. But see, like I said, sometimes you can see there's so much love here, then sometimes you see the flash of, how can you be so angry with somebody you love so much?
Okay, so going back.
Yeah, so waiting. Like I said, I've seen it all. I've seen all the stages. And for me, it was, I think I was a lot more relaxed.
Okay.
Because I was supposed to be a medical doctor. So I think I have more medical books than I have books on media.
Media. Okay.
You know, my favorite media and communication books are the materials I wrote. But I have a lot of medical books. Then my mom was a medical practitioner as well. And she specialized in maternal and child health.
Okay.
So I grew up seeing materials on reproduction, what could hinder conception. I mean, I could probably teach on those things. So I don't know how to panic when medical issues come. So my first option was, let's run tests. Let's know what's up. I mean, like,
at this point, how many years into the marriage?
We can't be months into the marriage.
Months, you're already running tests.
Yeah, we can't be banging for so long and nothing solved.
Oh. And you say you know how to relax?
Yeah. Let me throw shit as those guys who keep saying their withdrawal method is on point. And brother, your withdrawal method is not on point. You are lucky, or you are not as
fertile
as you think you are. It's one of the two.
It's gonna be hitting so many people right now.
Because the truth is, the truth is, at least 30 seconds to 1 minute before you feel like ejaculating, you have already. Something has come out.
But that cannot always.
Sorry, what they call pre-com is cum. It's the same thing.
Okay, teach us more.
No, I'm not teaching you more. Let's stick to what we're talking about. So, but the deal was, I said, look, let's do tests. Let's do scans, right? I did my sperm analysis. Then we did whatever you women do. We did the hormonal scan, hormonal profiling, and there was hormonal imbalance. Okay. Which, as long as I'm concerned, I think it's one of the easiest things to sort out. Okay. May involve some psychology and, of course, medication, to balance the hormones and all that. And years on, nothing was changing. Then the gynecologists who were recommended by my partner then, told me he thinks I should bring my own gynecologist. Okay. I could have gotten the message, but I didn't. Years later, we're moving house, we're moving furniture. We discovered loads of those drugs were being thrown away. It means
it was not taken.
Yeah. You're
wow.
shocked now, right? See, this is the reason why I said I didn't want to go into some details.
Okay, so you mean that it was by this time, how many years into the marriage?
This is 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years, and all the medical processes you guys had gone through.
It was a waste of my money. But that's not the issue. Okay. The issue here is, I always tell people, be clear. I say, if I've not said it, it's not what I mean. And I mean exactly what I say. So don't interpret sit there to mean don't go anywhere else. Okay. I just said sit there.
For a while,
yeah. Don't assume it. So if you wanted to say let's
wait,
faith it out.
Okay.
Then don't make me expend money on drugs. We're shopping drugs and vitamins for 4 years.
Wow.
Doesn't make sense. Right?
True.
Okay, so this is, like I said.
So your waiting period was more like a manipulative period.
I don't want to call people names.
No. Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to call. It's the emotional part of it. That is destroying. That's destructive. That damages everything else. Like I said, if you had told me, you know what? Yeah, hormonal imbalance. Great. Let's pray. Let's fast. Let's sow seed. Let's believe God that He can rectify it. God can rectify it.
Absolutely.
Yeah? Everything that medicine can do, God can do above and beyond.
Obviously.
So if you say, let's go this way, I'm not the one to say, let's not go this way.
Yeah.
I think I believe God.
Yes, we all do.
You get? So that's where the issues were. Especially when I finally discovered that these were all the drugs, all the wires in my head burnt. I knew at that point that there was no help here. I was fighting alone. You know, so that's the thing. You know, when every time the gynecologist will say, go do a hormonal profiling, let's see if there's progress, he would also ask me to go do a sperm analysis. And he will send me to the same laboratory. And I go there every day. Every time, every 2 months or thereabouts, you know, I called him, I was like, dude, you're making me look like one of these guys who is carrying a lotion on the road up and down, because I'm walking in there simple every 2 months. I'm going there to do a sperm analysis and urine analysis. It doesn't make sense to me. You know, I even met a relative who works there. She recognized me. She knows my elder brother. And I was like, this one will now go and be talking to this guy and ask him, you know, they still one place they work now. Even in my lab, they always go run tests. You understand that kind of thing? So I mean, the only thing I have is my pride. So I told him, I don't think I'll do this anymore. He said, actually, I could see my results. I could interpret the results. Okay. And there was nothing wrong with the quality of sperm. So he said, yeah, he was doing that because women, to borrow his words, you know, women are more emotional. By the time we start sending her alone to do scans and run tests, it will affect her negatively emotionally. To look as if she's the only one who has a problem, or she's the only one in the battle. That's why I'm sending you as well. So he said, you know what? Keep this result. Anytime I write you a test to go, come back, give me this one back. You don't have to go. That's how I stopped going. But she didn't know. You know. So every time he asked us to do tests, I presented that. You know. Yeah, so what is the communication like while you are waiting? How truthful are you to one another while you are waiting? You know, those were the issues. I'm talking 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. I think then, the first time we did a profiling, I think it cost about 38,000 naira. Wow. Yeah, I sat there. You know, and of course, you know it will increase now. It doesn't reduce. So, I mean, we are doing profiling every 2 months. Every 2 months
you had to go?
Because we want to see if there is
progress.
Yeah.
And there was no improvement, of course, because medication.
I think the gynecologist was even more worried. Because we can't be feeding you all these drugs.
And nothing is
changing.
Not knowing that the drugs weren't taken.
Wow. So now how he was worried. That's why he said, dude, get a second opinion. He told me, a medical doctor says, go get a second opinion on this. So, me finding out later, these drugs are not even being taken at all. You move the bed and there is a pharmacy of drugs.
Under your bed?
Yo!
Woo!
Okay, so, I'm like, I've carried this money by Nike.
You know?
And pray to God. You know, so that's what broke me.
And you did it for 10 years eventually.
You see, now you're throwing shade at me. But the thing
it's heartbreaking to know that you went through this for 10 years.
That's the one that broke me. Wow. That's the point I said in my head, I'm out. So see, I'm out, but we're still in the same.
The marriage
it had to manifest at some point. You get. And that ended. But the thing is, yeah, for everybody who's waiting, be careful what you communicate and how you communicate. You know why? Because we see love making turn into sex, and sex turns into a house chore.
That's for people who are on the waiting period for the fruit of the womb.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It starts out as love making. Oh, well, so in love, we're making love on the kitchen countertop. We're making love while he's brushing his teeth. I come again from behind before you don't bend me over. You know, we're making love in the sitting room. Immediately comes back from work. I'm taking off his tie, blah, 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 you know. Valentine's Day, there are candles, there are petals on the floor, scented, whatever, you know. Then it turns to, how far now, in the bed. Then all of a sudden, it turns to, when last did you touch me? Yeah. And I'll always say, your partner always knows when you are not giving up.
Okay.
Even if you made him come 16 times.
Okay, this is for the married people right now. I don't understand.
Yeah. Even if you make her come over and over and over again, she knows when you're not there. She knows you are not there. Yeah? She knows when you are working at it. She knows when you are making love to her. And vice versa. You know why? Because they have experienced it when you made love to them.
Okay.
So they can tell when something is missing.
Makes sense.
Yeah? You know, so those are the things that die. Because I've seen an elderly couple who maybe say, be like, these niggas are in love.
Okay.
Elderly. And you see young people who are going out, you know, looking hot, and you can tell they are managing it. You can tell.
Yeah.
You know, so these are the things.
You let me cut you short. Yeah. You were making a huge point when you said, be careful of what you tell. You didn't complete that.
Yeah, be careful what you tell. When I say what you tell, I don't mean there's a particular thing you tell the person.
Okay.
Yeah. It's how you communicate.
Oh, yeah.
Be careful how you communicate. You can make the other person feel absolutely useless. And it's important. You know, like I said, lovemaking will turn into sex and it turn into a chore. When both of you first got married or when the relationship started, it's hot sex everywhere. I mean, like, you're not worried about it. You know why? You're not worried about it. You know why? Because you know that she will get belly at some point.
You're expecting it.
Yeah, even those who say, we just want to enjoy our marriage for the first year. If you want to enjoy it for the first year, you don't want to, then why are you having sex with her?
Okay.
Why is there no family planning measure? So if you've not put in family planning measures on either side, you are really telling a lie if you say you don't want to get pregnant in the first year or in the first 2 years. You are saying it to sound cool. You know, so while you are having sex, making love, whatever you want to call it, in that year, you are expecting that natural process she'll get pregnant. 6 months, firing, nothing. Sometimes people will plan when she's ovulating. They say women are hornier when they're ovulating. So she jumps you. And men don't say no to sex.
Okay.
Right? I mean, she jumps you and wham bam, thanks mom. I mean, even if it's a quickie, I mean, both of you are basically enjoying your relationship. 6 months gone, 1 year gone. Question marks begin to pop in your head. Is there a problem? Okay, the 1 year that we said we don't want to have children, we want to enjoy our life, we want to travel to Paris, we want to go to Spain, we want to go to Santorini in Greece and see the white sands, we want to go to LA, we want to travel here and there, has passed. 1 year and 3 months, 18 months, 2 years.
4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, and wow.
You will question yourself. By the middle of the second year, you should be asking a gynecologist, what's up? What's up? So in that period where you are questioning yourselves, how are you communicating to yourselves? How are you treating yourselves?
Yeah.
How are you responding to yourselves? Have you gotten to the point where she touches you and be like, I beg? It's involuntary. It's a result of the questions that have been in your head. You may not dislike her, or you may not really be irritated by her, but you are questioning yourself. Men question themselves a lot. A man who has come too quick is afraid of having sex the next time, because he's wondering, am I going to disappoint again?
So men too have struggles here.
Yo! We struggle more. Women don't have struggles. I always say, the only thing a man has is his pride. Strip him of his pride, he's turned into a woman.
Wow. Okay, so eventually you found out that, I mean, all your efforts are just in vain.
Yeah.
How did you heal? Are you even healed?
Oh, healing process.
Yes.
Look at me now. Okay, but on a more serious note, yeah.
Yeah. How did you
Like I
heal?
said, it's hard work. Oh.
Mm.
It's hard work.
I know around that period I met you and I could tell you went through a lot.
Yeah. There's something I want to say now, but I won't say it. It's something when we had one of those conversations, I said it. I don't know if you remember, but I won't say it here. I won't say it.
Okay.
I won't say it. It's a lot of hard work.
Mm.
You know why? Because doubts have set in.
Mm.
You know when they say doubts have set in, they are not coming and going anymore.
Mm.
They've bought
The reality
plots
is
of
there.
land. They
Yeah.
have built a duplex. They are
Mm.
sitting. So the truth is,
Mm.
every chick you meet is a criminal. See, when yesterday somebody posted men has come on our side, and I replied and I said, you will not get married to a man. Full stop.
Was that a curse or what?
Yes, whatever he wants to call it. If men has come, why do you want to marry scum now? I mean, don't you love yourself?
When you have your own scum, you manage your scum.
No. God forbid for you that you get stuck in life with scum.
The thing is that people are so hot that they just use that phrase.
It's foolishness.
But the men too. Men believe women.
I said something earlier on.
Yeah.
You see, what you say counts. I said something earlier. In that waiting phase, what did you say? How do you tell stuff? How do you respond?
Manifest.
What,
Okay.
yeah. What do you vocalize? How do you respond to your partner? You know, I switched off in that home. You know what they mean? Switch off.
It was no longer a
I was
home.
a tenant in my house.
It was no longer a home.
Off. You know what they talk to shut down? So you see, healing now, every woman you come across is a suspect. Every chick that tells me, I really like you, I think, I'm like, get out. yeah, in my head, I'm like, get out.
Yeah, because you're broken.
I don't trust any woman anymore.
No, before, not now.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You know, so you're looking at 6, 7, 8 years of damage being done. It will be foolhardy to think that you can come and show me goodness, greatness, graciousness, love, affection in 2 months, 2 weeks, and expect me to forget 8 years. You get? I always tell people, God says forgive. I don't think there's any scripture that says you will forget it. So every time it pops up, you have to give it a response.
Yeah.
You have to give it a response. Every chick I meet that I can't, you meet a girl, you're attracted. You know, see, once you meet a guy you like, you like
this
and if the
person.
guy likes you too, you can tell. So now the questions arise. Is like the other guy. How do you respond to that question in your head? That's where the healing is. I always tell people, you can't blame me for what your ex did to you. I am not your ex. But I must also recognize the fact that your ex has done you damage. Right? Yeah. I recognize the fact that your ex has done you damage. And I will have to cope with the effects of that damage while showing you who I am. That I am not the same with your ex. So that's where the healing is. That's where the healing is. How you respond the next time similar scenarios play out. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of talking to yourself when you're alone. It's a lot of talking to yourself in front of the mirror. It's a lot of remembering the things that happened previously, analyzing them and saying, it's not my fault.
Obviously.
Because
so I think this can work for every waiting period.
Like I said at the beginning.
Yeah.
Every waiting period is the same.
It's really not your fault.
Because most of the people blame themselves for the reasons why it failed. It may be your fault. You may be a contributor to why it failed. But you see, it failed because both of you let it fail.
Actually.
And it's as simple as that.
Well, while you're healing, Big Kitchen says the healing is permanent. Isn't it? So Big Kitchen came with all of these goodies for you. And Big Kitchen, they're your people now.
Yeah, they're my people. I know. Okay, you want to tell
them? They're your people.
You want to tell them why I'm laughing?
Pick a pack of Big Kitchen.
Yo, taking on my mouth. He's my guy.
Yeah, we all
my
know.
guy. He's my
We
guy.
all know. So let's see what it feels like,
I know what Big Kitchen feels like. So this is not exactly a surprise to me. I was there at the very beginning of this.
Yeah.
I used to carry these people on my head. Oh, for nothing. I just saw the brand, made an order, and I liked what I saw.
Exactly.
And
they are big on.
I personally campaigned. So, like it says, if you're in Owerri, you're in Umuahia, you're in Abuja, Warri, or Aba, and of course Port Harcourt, and you've not had this,
You're missing.
you're sleeping. You're sleeping on a bicycle.
Just call the number on the screen and get yours. Let's see. Wow.
It is what it is.
A total package of burger, chicken, chips, and hot dog.
It is what it is.
Big Kitchen, baby. Okay, so that thank you so much for that. So at the end of the day, what does it feel like? You've healed. You have your baby now. Even if at the end of the day, I mean, it's better delayed, not denied. What does it feel like having that dream? Finally, you have your child now. What does it feel like?
People always say, "Oh, it feels good to be a dad." I don't know how it feels. It's like I'm in a bubble.
Wow.
My daughter, I don't know how soon this is going to be aired. My daughter is going to 4 months.
Okay.
And I've seen a child that fits in my palm.
Okay.
Grow into a bag of load.
Oh yeah.
I've seen her not responsive. When I say not responsive, I mean like she couldn't respond to sound. I mean, she doesn't recognize anybody too. Now we're talking over the phone and immediately she hears my voice. She's making noises on the other end. We do video call and she's leaning as if she wants to fall into the phone.
It's the phone.
Yeah. Now, you call her name and she turns immediately and focuses on you, and it's amazing. It's
Oh,
you also have children. Have at least one.
Abby.
Yo, it's a beautiful feeling to clean poo.
Oh my God.
It's a beautiful feeling to clean poo.
Oh no.
Yeah, because you know that this is my own. You know that.
And for you, it's more like forever. It took like forever.
When she was born, I said, I've waited forever for you, right?
Yeah.
And it's true. I mean, if I had given birth at 24 or 25.
I don't know why we are both blushing.
My child should be like 17 years old, right?
Yeah.
That's a full grown adult. But now I don't have the luxury. So should I keep wallowing in that?
No. I mean, you're bliss right now, and we understand.
I look forward to her getting to 18 now. We're walking into a nightclub. Yeah, I've said it. That's a promise.
Why don't you take your daughter to the nightclub?
Oh, that's a promise. Her first cocktail, I'm mixing it. If she's going to get drunk, I'm getting her tipsy first.
What the father?
Yes. Because a lot of us growing up got into a lot of trouble and made a lot of mistakes because we experienced it in certain situations.
Yeah.
Our parents were born by that generation of parents who were ultra protective, locked you in, didn't want you to see stuff. But I will light a stick of cigarette.
That's if she wants to smoke.
And I will light a spliff. I'll tell her, this is the difference. You have to know the difference. Then this is why you shouldn't do it.
Oh, nice. So you're saying you're going to spoil your daughter?
Yeah, we grew up with parents who told you must not smoke. It's bad for you. Hey, it's sinners and criminals and thugs that smoke. I'm watching TV and Tupac Shakur is on New Jack City. I love the guy. You're telling me
he's a bad guy. And you're
that's very when you bought the VCD, you bought the VHS tape and you're playing it for me. We're watching Commando. We're watching Rambo. And these guys were drinking ogogoro and pointing their wounds. And you're telling me drinking ogogoro is bad. When I can see it's what made them strong in the movie. I want to be strong. So I will hide in the wardrobe and drink. Now my father used to have gin in his wardrobe. So if you're telling me it's bad, why do you have the wardrobe? So I go to the wardrobe, I open the bottle, I drink. A few years ago, when he came for the dedication, he was talking about how I used to steal palm wine. And you buy palm wine will reduce. Until one day, he came back from work and I was sleeping. And he woke me. And I was drunk, obviously drunk. I used to drink the palm wine in the fridge. He said when he caught me, he knew that it was me. Because I was drunk. I was staggering. I couldn't walk straight. He was like, this boy is the one that is drinking the palm wine. Yeah. But if you had told me, this is water, this is palm wine, it is sweet, but it will high you.
You will not drink so much.
Moderation will come.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's true.
I intend to show my children, all of them. I have a boy, when he's 18, we're going to the club, I'll show him. That one now, Shago. This one now, Ronsge. This one, she just come club for party. You must be able to tell the difference, my boy. Yeah. That one, if you go talk to her, she go tell you 2,000 per round. This one, she go tell you, hey, I'll follow you home. Do you have food? You give me thanks for coming. This one, you can be a big...
Are you sure you can actually do this, or you're just saying? Because I mean, sometimes it's easier said than even done. You're sure you're going to take your children to the club and you're going to show them how to pop and
18 years from now is what? This is 2024.
How old will you be then? You're already 40 something.
Yeah, 18 years from now I'll be 60 plus.
You bad
have you gone to the club and seen 60-year-old men?
Yes, now with small PTA girls. They don't
bless
PTA.
Bless you.
We all know that.
Bless you, sister. They are the ones who are hot in the club.
60-year-old. So you're going to be going with your children?
I didn't say I will be going with them.
But you're going to take
I'm saying I will show them.
Okay.
And they will have to be able to know the difference and know why you shouldn't indulge in certain things. Because I believe that they are fully rational human beings. Every child is born with the innate ability to tell right and wrong. Every human being. So you see, education and socialization is what determines what routes we take. You know, so I'm interested. I will be willing to show. So this is this, and this is this, and this is this, and this is why you shouldn't do this, and this, and this. So after giving you that education, you choose to do that. Then I know that you have chosen to be a bad boy.
All right, it's been an amazing time here. So just give us a few words to those who are on the waiting period.
It's in like 2 sentences.
Yes, please.
Whatever it is you're waiting for, do not be in any doubt that you deserve it. That's one. Don't doubt that you deserve it. As long as it's a good thing, don't doubt you deserve it. If it's a job, if it's a new house, if it's a new partner, if it's a child, if it's a new relationship, whatever it is, if it's admission into university, into school, whatever it is, don't doubt that you deserve it, because you deserve it. That's one. Secondly, while you are waiting, be careful about what you say about that situation, because our words frame our world. Yeah? Our words frame our world. So be careful how you communicate. Especially if it's something that has to do with somebody else as well. Both of you are in a relationship, you are planning for something, you are planning to get married, you are thinking of children. Be careful what you communicate and how you communicate, so you don't destroy stuff before you receive them.
Be careful what you communicate so that you don't destroy stuff before you receive them. These are very strong words. I picked that specially for you. So all you need to do is to drop your thoughts, opinion on the comment section. Of course, I'll be tagging him so that you can probably go to his inbox and ask him more personal questions, because I know everybody's going through a lot. Some are coming back from a lot. Some are in a lot. In all of these, please be careful what you say. Be careful what you accept. So remember, all you need to do, share, like, comment, and, help us spread the word. Before I come to you next week, all you need to do is to stay vibrant.